The season you are most tempted to quit may actually be the season that is shaping you the most. Have you ever looked at your life and whispered, I thought I'll be further ahead by now? If you have, you are not alone, and this message is for you. I am Becky Imoisili, the voice of transformation and becoming, and your host on Beyond Words and Becoming with Becky, a platform guiding women into real transformation, helping them rebuild, realign, and rise into purpose. This is not a perfect space, it's a space for becoming. Welcome to episode 7 titled When Growth Feels Messy. Nobody really talks about the messy side of growth. The season when life feels uncertain. The season when prayers feel unanswered. The season when you are trying your best and you can't clearly see where your life is heading. And many of us are in this season because what nobody tells us about growth is that it doesn't always feel like growth. Growth is sometimes uncomfortable. Sometimes it looks like confusion. It feels messy. And it feels you are outgrowing something but have not yet grown into anything new. And you are just in between. And that in between place is the loneliest place that anyone can be. Because no one throws you a party for it. No one gives you a trophy for staying in the messy middle. And that is what we are talking about today. The messy middle. It is not a mistake. It doesn't mean you are behind. I know this because I have walked this path. It wasn't a time of crisis or the moment when everything collapsed. From the outside, everything looked very fine. But on the inside, I felt so quiet that I couldn't explain. The things that used to light me up no longer did. And I didn't know what to do because nothing was wrong. And yet, something was off. Eventually, I realized that the discomfort I felt was an invitation to grow into something larger than the life I have been living. The discomfort was growth. And the real work was learning to sit with it long enough to understand what it was trying to teach me. Now let's see what growth actually looks like. First, growth is often invisible before it becomes visible. The most significant shift in a person's life happens in the quiet, in the questions, in the discomfort that comes before clarity. Second, confusion is not a lack of direction. It's not a sign that you are lost. It's a sign that you are outgrowing the smaller version of yourself and your mind is catching up. The woman who asks questions, who notices that she's uncomfortable but cannot really explain, is the one in motion, is the woman who is becoming. Third, staying is an act of courage. Stay in the process. Stay in the discomfort. Stay with yourself when everything in you is trying to go back to who you were. Don't run when growth feels messy. Stay to learn from it. Fourth, you don't have to understand the full season to be committed to it or to be faithful in it. Most times, we feel that clarity must come before commitment. But growth doesn't work that way. You don't have to see the full picture before you show up. You just have to be willing to stay. Be willing to be present. You just have to be honest with yourself. Now I need you to hear this. The fact that your life feels unclear doesn't mean you have taken the wrong turn somewhere. That confusion is not an evidence of your failure. And some people are carrying a quiet shame about this season. They feel everyone is moving forward except themselves. But listen, we are all carrying more than we show. And you, yes, you, the fact that you are here, the fact that you are asking questions, the fact that you have the courage to be honest with your own life, that is not weakness. It's a sign that something is changing. So, what do we do when growth feels messy? You have to be honest about where you are. There is tremendous power in naming the truth of your own experience. The pretense, the performing that everything is right, is actually exhausting and it can keep you stuck. The truth you name loses power over you. You don't have to see the full picture before you show up. Just start and all things will follow. Other things will follow. Protect your process. Protect this process. Not everyone deserves access into your unfinished places. Find the right people and the right community that can sit with you in this messy middle and help you grow. You have to trust the process. Trust the work that no one sees. Oh, yes. Be patient and trust the process. Give yourself permission. You are a person in the process of becoming, and that is a lifelong journey. Growth is messy. Becoming is uncomfortable, and the middle is hard. But that doesn't mean you are doing it wrong. It means you are doing it, and that is everything. There's a version of you on the other side of this season, and she is counting on you to stay. So stay in the process. Stay honest with yourself. Stay willing to become, and stay committed to your growth. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you gained from this. Please like, share, leave your comments, and follow me for more transformational messages. See you next week.